Alright, I just wanted to share this poem. It's about an article that I read in the New York Times in 2008 about an incident that happened in Afghanistan. And after reading it, I felt like I needed to write and I needed to get the story out somehow. So this is how it goes. November 2008, Kandahar, Afghanistan. 14 female students and teachers are attacked with acid for going to school. Attacked for trying to better themselves. Nearly killed for giving students the gift of education. And a face created in the image of God, scarred to fit the facial mold of evil for 17-year-old Shamsia. One of my clearest memories of growing up were my walks to the big yellow bus. From the top of the block to the bottom where it stopped, we would create war grounds one day, throwing rocks like grenades in race lanes the next day, seeing who could run the fastest. Our imaginations hard at work. But for Shamsia, her walk to school was anything but imagined. Her quotidian delights of being big sister, the protector, were quickly dipped and purified without prayer. The quiet motorcycle pulls alongside Shamsia and her sisters, and a man asks, "Are you going to school?" But before she could answer, the man, her tightly ripped burqas ripped from her head, and a burning sensation covers her face. The memory remains anything but clear to her, and now nothing remains clear, as her vision is blurred, making it hard for her to read and hard for her to see. She was stuck in muddied ground, and even if she could run, even if she was the fastest, something greater was keeping her young body planted, as if to say, "Do what you must, but my roots run deep, deeper than your evils and deeper than your oppression." Shamsia's parents tell her to keep going to school. Even if you're killed, you can't let them beat you. Shamsia and many others' actions may never make the textbooks, and her pain may never be felt by the world, but her courage will stay with me forever. Shamsia, 17 years old, student, hero, martyr. But it seems that we have it harder. We find excuses to drop out like our willpower was made of paper. Maybe we should read hardbacks and make weakness a part of our past and think of Shamsia and Kandahar and acid and how her parents and how they teach us to just get past it. Fuck the bastards that hide their darkness behind a veil of religion while holy children are born every day. They just want to read. They just want to be able to add up the years past since Dad's casket was lowered and how many friends and family have followed due to a 3-letter word: war. War is messy, they say. We hear the words innocent bystanders, civilians, schools, nurseries, and all too often we're reading about violence on the front page.